welcome to Makeup Monday MFCA, and today we are going to be doing a first impression review of this. This is the Dr. Jart Pore Minimalist Black Charcoal Sheet Mask. I don't know about you, but for me, I feel like every mask has a place. Clay masks are used for getting rid of sebum. They're there to pull all the junk out of your pores, and they're there for the clarifying and pore minimizing and really getting that deep, like, underneath your skin clean. Then peel masks for me are for basically exfoliating, kind of taking the top layer of crap off, just kind of giving yourself an extra bit of clean. And they're very nice for very topical help. And then sheet masks like this, I typically think of more for calming skin and hydrating, and not really pulling things out. So this one claims that it's good for pimples, large pores, and excess sebum, which I definitely have some of that going on. My skin has not been liking me for a while, as I've mentioned before. This is made in the USA, in New York specifically, and it seems to have like a Korean origination. Yeah, activated Korean charcoal for superior detoxification. Draws out dwelling pore cloggers. It says it has spearmint to improve pore elasticity, activated charcoal for tightening and detoxing, and arginine for clarifying, specifically pores. The mask that I have, as you can see on the back, I got it for $5.99, $6 at TJ Maxx. Normally a single mask from Sephora or Ulta is about $7.50, $8, and to get a pack of 5 from Sephora is $35. So that's quite expensive to me for face masks, considering that you can get sets of 10 on Outlook from just about any brand available. So I've never used this before. I just bought this at the beginning of the month. It's currently August when I'm filming this. And I think it'll be August when I put this up, but you never know. Sometimes I get behind with things. So this is what the mask looks like. It's black, and it smells minty, and it's very drippy. And you can see, maybe you just can't normally see these suds on it, because normally sheet masks are white. You know, if a regular white face mask wasn't terrifying enough, this is going to be offensive, isn't it? Oh my gosh, this is literal blackface. No, I am not trying to be racially offensive to anybody, but that's just how it comes. So, oh my gosh, all right. Yeah, this is terrifying and offensive. Yeah, I'm glad that this is happening. All right, this is not going to be the thumbnail, let me tell you. Oh my goodness, I would get shut down just for the thumbnail if that was the case. Okay, so it feels like every other regular face mask. I don't want to be on camera too long like this for obvious reasons, so I'm going to tell you it's very drippy. This is very wet. Normally face masks aren't this drippy. Like they tend to have more of a serum feeling, but this is definitely a wet feeling. I'll be back later. 20 minutes have gone by. I took off the face mask. I love how sheet mask instructions always say to peel off gently or remove gently. Like somebody's using their Freddy Krueger cosplay to just tear that stuff off. Or like somebody's just like, all right, time to take this sheet mask off, and they just start slapping themselves to get it off. Those are the things that come to my head when I'm like, why does that have to be there? Who is aggressively removing sheet masks from their face? Even ones that might make you uncomfortable to wear on camera. This was an interesting sensation. The cold mask, it surprisingly felt like it was doing some pore movement. My face definitely feels not quite as good as a clay mask does, of course, as one would expect. But it does feel a lot more deeply cleaned than a peel mask normally does, and much more than the usual sheet mask does. Now, I don't know if that's because this is very watery, and I don't know how well you'll be able to tell, but it's definitely a lot more matte looking, not so many suds. And that's because the mask sort of dries as it's on your face. It drips while it's on your face as well, so don't wear your best clothes. It'll drip down. It doesn't seem to have stained anything. But still, you don't want to risk that, especially with new products. But it was very drippy, but because it was so drippy and less serum-like, it caused the mask to dry on your face, which also caused an interesting sensation that I don't get with sheet masks, is other than this one, is like where I have active acne spots, I felt a warming sensation. It wasn't like, oh my gosh, you turned this into a sauna. It was more like, oh, I suddenly feel warm. I definitely feel unusually warm. And I imagine that's the coal infusion. And as I said, it feels nice. It doesn't feel as film-y. I think because of the contents texture being less thick and more watering, it dries a lot nicer, and it doesn't feel like I have a film on my face. I also have combination skin. Keep in mind, if you have oily skin, you will probably feel a little bit more of a film than somebody with dry or combination skin does. Just to keep that in mind. I definitely think that I would not pay more than $6 for this. Like I said, I got this from TJ Maxx. I think that, of course, with Sephora and all those expensive luxury brands, you're always going to pay more. If you want to try the mask, I recommend trying to find it at a TJ or TK Maxx, depending on where you are in what country, or going on Outlook or a flash sale and trying to find a coal-infused mask that way rather than going through Sephora, because it is just a sheet mask, to be quite honest. So $35 for 5, and considering what it did, it wasn't like I took it off and everything was gone. That would be worth some bigger bucks. But for what it is, it is worth more than the usual $1 to $2 for most sheet masks in drugstores, but I don't think that it's worth $8 for one or $35 for 5 of them. That's really an interesting jump, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, I will see you all for FCA Friday, the rest of vlogging in August, and for the next Makeup Monday. Bye-bye!